Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new 2022 LEGO Marvel set. One of the only two LEGO Marvel sets, to release because they canceled more than half the wave, which is fascinating to me. Anyway, we have set number 76205, the Gargantos Showdown with 264 pieces. This set retails for $29.99 USD or $30, contains 3 completely exclusive minifigures, and has an absolutely wonderfully amazing build and no side builds. It's literally just Gargantos and the 3 minifigures. This is probably one of my favorite LEGO Marvel sets of all time, and it also has an incredibly glaring design flaw that basically means you can't actually build the set, which is really weird. And this means that of the 5 LEGO Marvel sets that were planned to release on January 1st, 4 of them had design flaws. LEGO, what the hell? More on that later. Let's take a look at all 3 of those minifigures first. The first minifigure here is going to be Doctor Strange himself. His accessory is going to be 2 of those superhero holder pieces with 2 of these orange translucent shields there to represent his magic powers. They are not printed, which is a bit unfortunate in my opinion. We got printed shields for him in his very first movie set and then never again. I really hope LEGO will bring those back at some point. He also uses the same brand new cape mold piece that was introduced in the Spider-Man No Way Home line. And he also has his comic accurate outfit here for the first time ever, which is so great. I love the printing there, and this is honestly a pretty good torso to use for the evil Doctor Strange variant from What If you wanted to. The printing here is great. He does not have dual molded legs. I think he would have probably benefited from that, but ultimately it doesn't matter. He's got his very nice dark blue robes continuing onto his legs there with a belt tassel that the printing is honestly pretty seamless. The Eye of Agamotto, which he's still wearing despite it being destroyed. That's not a LEGO thing, though. He's wearing it in the trailer, too, so I really don't know what's going on with that. But he has that really high up as well. And then he's got the exact same facial print he has from No Way Home. The cape can be pulled off really easily without taking his head off, which is a really nice improvement. Happy smiling face here. And then on the back, he's got a really upset, mad expression. And then some really great designs for the folding of his clothes. And then another belt print there. And his hairpiece is the dog show trainers with printing on the sides there, which is really great and very representative of what this minifigure actually looks like. The next minifigure is going to be Wong, and I love this version of Wong. It's probably my favorite yet because he doesn't have the parka like he did in the No Way Home set, and this is the version of Wong that most people are probably going to want because the Brooktober Pack 1 is very hard to get. Now, they gave him pink energy here for his magic, which is confusing because it's very similar to like the Chaos magic they give to Wanda, so I don't know if LEGO has insight on Wong starting to use Chaos magic or something, but it's very interesting. I'm choosing to believe it just so they can differentiate him from Doctor Strange. But it's also possible that Wong might become evil in this movie, which is weird. The character here is done pretty much entirely in purple, which is very, very rare, and I absolutely love that. The gold designs as well are truly something to behold, and I just love like the maroon robes with like the purple details, and they really went all out in this figure. It's one of the most detailed variants of a Marvel figure I've ever actually seen, and he's got a really nice facial print that's exclusive to Wong right now, which is so great. Well, I think that maybe the CMF Falcon hair would have been a better fit than Finn's here. It still works really great. They gave him a skin tone which I think actually fits him, which they can't do for Shang-Chi for some reason. And then on the back, he does not have an alternate facial expression, but he does have some very nice printing there, some shoulder blade designs, and something sticking out of his pocket, not sure what. This is a great minifigure, one of my favorites, and definitely the best version of Wong LEGO has ever produced, hands down. The final minifigure in the set is going to be American Chavez, and she's a brand new character appearing in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Her ability is that she can open star-shaped portals through the multiverse, so I'm assuming she's going to play a very huge role. I know legitimately nothing about this character. I didn't even hear of her before talks about the movie started coming out. Her accessory is a very nice printed 1x1 rainbow tile, and I love that. No idea what it has to do with her character, though. I haven't heard anything about her being a member of the LGBTQIA plus community or her having rainbow throwing abilities like Polka Dot Man. But it's a really cool tile nonetheless, and she does use medium legs here, and she's got a brand new jacket print with an undershirt with some really cool details, a necklace, and then a very cool facial print. A pretty basic hairpiece. Let's pull that off to get a better look at the back there. She's got an upset kind of, not upset necessarily, but more serious expression. And there's a star on the back of her jacket, maybe a reference to the fact that she can open star-shaped portals. And I just love this jacket piece. It's a really great one. The minifigure as a whole is really nice. Despite they're not using as, many flashy colors and cool pieces as Wong and Doctor Strange, she still looks amazing, and it's really nice to get like a brand new character here who's never appeared in LEGO before. With the minifigures out of the way, here's Gargantos. Now, real quick, I want to showcase the design flaw, and I really can't understand this. So you might actually be able to see already. If you look right here, you can see there's some substantial cracks in those pieces. That's because this build cannot actually be constructed. Here, let me show you what I mean. So we're going to pull off the side here. If you look on the side, you can see how there's this gnarly crack right there, and this piece is being forced down. And that's because the way they have you build this literally cannot be constructed. So we're just going to deconstruct this whole model real quick so I can show you exactly what I mean, because I think this is really something special. So this is the problem part. And so what LEGO wants you to do is, I'm going to deconstruct this for you real quick so I can better illustrate it. They want you to put this piece here, and they want you to put the other one on the other side. No problems, right? Now, you might already see the problem. They're being forced inward because how far, I knocked it off. See, it's not steady. It's not supposed to go together. Because of how far down this goes, this piece is forced slightly to the side. And then what you're next supposed to do is you're supposed to connect this. That doesn't really work now, does it? To illustrate more, if you were to attach this on the underside, first off, it doesn't really connect. And that's what it looks like. It legitimately does not connect and or line up. And you have to force it into place, and it's really not meant to do that. So the entire connection is super weak, and basically, when you build this, you're forcing the Lego pieces to connect in ways they don't actually connect. And so the entire center of the model has this really big structural flaw. And yeah, you can force it into place, but still, look at that. It's literally being forced up already, and I didn't even put it in the rest of the model. LEGO, how did you overlook that? There has to have been a better way for you to build this, and they were just like, nah, we're gonna chill with a really bad design flaw. That's a major yikes for me, guys. Design flaw aside, once you do finish building the set, you can clasp it onto the bottom there, and there's a lot of redundancies there that really kind of hold it in together. So it makes me think that LEGO was aware of it and just chose to go anyway. It's only really apparent if you're looking for it, but the model is held together enough that I'm not too worried about it breaking. But with that aside, there are no stickers in the set. This is a print right here for the eye, and there's a brand new piece. It looks like for the eye right there. This can be raised and lowered. You're not technically supposed to do that though. There's some gnarly eyelashes, and then the entire creature, Gargantos, I guess its name is, which we did see in the last trailer for Doctor Strange 2. All the tentacles are really posable, and it kind of stands up on these ones, but you can wiggle kind of however you want. There's some kind of mouth here, and you can kind of open this up if you want and stick a minifigure in there, if you really wanted to. Here's America Chavez. Open that up and then just stick her in there, and she's captured in its little mouth thing. So that's an option if you want. Really, it's really just a giant ball covered with tentacles with a really angry looking Eye of Sauron piece going on. So fascinating. I really cannot wait to see this character in the movie, because I'm truly curious to see what exactly it's going to be and how prominent it is if LEGO decided to only make one Doctor Strange 2 set. They did it off this. So, as a design build itself, it's sturdy. That's not going anywhere. The entire thing is one solid ball, and these tentacles are also in no danger of falling off. Another really good aspect about this set is it's the same color as the basilisk. So if you want to expand your Harry Potter basilisk, get this set, and you might be able to do that. Other than that, though, I really have no other comments on the build. It's literally every single piece is just to make this giant tentacle monster a giant tentacle monster, and it looks great. It's also really great, like you saw in the beginning, for character posability, because the characters can bounce off those, and you can have all the characters kind of running around standing on the actual tentacles. So it's really great for display, because you don't even need the stands, just Doctor Strange there. He's flying around. He's on the tentacle, It's a really, really great design for that. Let's take a look at the box and the manual real quick, and we'll bounce back for the final verdict. Here's the box, and something very fascinating about this is that they have the Scarlet Witch advertised on the side of the box, despite her not coming in any of the Doctor Strange sets, which is interesting. I'm very confused about that. Normally, LEGO wouldn't promote a minifigure that's not from their specific movie's range, in that movie's range. So that's really cool. We have the same kind of really nice comet greebling on the sides. I love the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness logo. And then on the back of the box here, we have the CMF version of Wanda advertised, which is really interesting. I never heard of LEGO using a CMF to advertise an actual set before. I guess it makes sense because she is one of the main characters in the movie, but it's also interesting that they didn't just include her here. I'm very surprised by that. And then really it's just them fighting in New York City. There's nothing too interesting about this box besides Scarlet Witch's inclusion on it. Here's the instruction manual. It's the exact same as the actual box. On the back, we got the Wind Pirate. We have a bunch of piece lists there. And then an advertisement for, this is so funny, the 3 Marvel mechs that got canceled. Man, I really wish I could have found these to pick them up, but hopefully, apparently they're supposed to come out in April now, so I'll definitely pick them up then. And then this set has Doctor Strange walking across the bottom, and when you finish each individual character, it does have little explosions of like, hey, you finished building something, congratulations, and Doctor Strange walking across to show you how much time you have left. Very interesting. Overall, despite design flaws, I rate this set a solid 10 out of 10. I'm choosing to overlook them because it doesn't really have too much bearing on the model as a whole. You can still construct it. It's just a really stupid oversight in LEGO's part, but I'm not going to hold it against the model here. All 3 of the minifigures included are amazing, and every single one of them is completely exclusive at the time of recording, and that's something you basically just don't really see in LEGO Marvel sets. And even then, like, none of the characters have a reused facial print besides the ones that have only had their facial print used for their specific character before. So we don't have any problems with that. And I mean, America Chavez might have a reused facial print at some point, but it looks really good for her character. And we also know literally nothing about her. So I think she looks really good from what we've seen from concept art and everything. And the build itself, I really got to commend the LEGO team for this. There's no gross side build. They literally just said, we're going to make this set, and everything we have is going to go to one specific model. There's nothing here that shouldn't be here, and there's no build that's flimsy or anything. It's just a perfect model with 3 great minifigures. For that reason and that reason alone, I cannot recommend this set more. I mean, if you missed out on any previous Doctor Strange figures or Wong figures or anything, this is the perfect set because these are honestly, I think, the best versions of both characters we've ever gotten, and it's really nice to get American Chavez here as well, like I said before. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. Make sure to leave all your thoughts about this in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.